What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to talk about I don't even know if I've talked about this film franchise yet, but we're going to dive into it with the newest one first. So, yeah, today we're going to talk about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. It was released September 19th, 2022. It was directed by Timo Vorensala, who also did like Iron Sky, The Coming Race, Iron Sky, The Ark, Star Wreck in the Parkins, five and Star Wreck Five Lost Continent, Jerusalem in 97 minutes. It had a box office earnings of only $4.2 million, and I couldn't find the budget, so I'm assuming, well, based on the terrible reviews and everything, yeah, it probably didn't do too good, considering that it only went to theaters for 3 days. But yeah. So, Jeepers Creepers Reborn. This is the fourth film in this Jeepers Creepers film franchise. Now, a lot of people probably won't check it out because a lot of people know Victor Salva, the writer and director of the first three Jeepers Creepers films, is a convicted pedophile and child molester and stuff like that. And yeah, it has quite the tarnished reputation. So a new team of producers and director and writers got together and tried to reboot basically the franchise with Jeepers Creepers Reborn. So, how did this go? Well, first, Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Let me try to tell you what the film is about. So, well, it starts off really well. Actually, it starts off with an older couple driving, and then they see this vehicle that looks like the creeper vehicle, but not like rusted out and stuff. And yeah, this weird creepy thing. So it has a lot of homages to the original, like the body going down the chute and everything. And they try to look into it, and they get creeped out by it and stuff. And yeah, and then the creeper sort of like starts following them. But then it plays out to be an episode of like a TV show or sort of like an unsolved mysteries type of show in this film's universe. And this boyfriend and girlfriend couple are actually on a road trip, and they're staying at this weird like plantation type hotel where they're basically on their way to this like horror festival, where basically you can win a place to stay at the Creeper's house, which is the urban legend in the town. And yeah, it's like an escape room sort of style thing. And yeah, so they go to this festival, and sure enough, they end up winning it. And them and a camera crew get stuck into this creeper's house, which, lo and behold, the creeper actually is real and is out killing people. And basically he starts attacking them and picking them off. And as the film goes on, they learn more about what's actually happening in this town. So yeah, what did I think of it? This movie's absolute horseshit. It's terrible. Holy. I've seen a lot of sci-fi movies that are way better than this. Where to start? Well, I really love the opening of this. I wish the whole movie was basically the way they set this movie up, because the way they set it up was fantastic. Got me right into it. Got me had like a lot of the old times of remember watching Jeepers Creepers for the first time, getting creeped out and like not knowing what's going to happen, and then they cut it to a film, and then you meet these terrible fucking characters that are just annoying and typical. And yeah, and then they go to this silly horror fest that looks ridiculous with only like 40 people there, so clearly it's not that interesting place. But yeah, so you get some like random setup stuff, and then they do have some good gore effects in this, and like for like the kills and stuff. The creeper himself looks stupid as hell. They try to change his look. Like when he's in his trench coat and stuff, he looks like the creeper from the first one a bit, just shorter. But then when you see his face, you can tell it's a mask first. You can tell it's a mask. Like you can see the seams from the eyes and stuff. They didn't do a good job at covering that up, and it just looks stupid. It's like all like ovalish, not straight down or anything. They try to make it look a little different, you know, from the other ones. But yeah, and yeah, so there's that, and then yeah, there's like the worst CG ever in a film. This looks like PlayStation 1 graphics were put into this. And they're like, yep, looks perfect. It looks like the animated Scooby-Doo movie with a creeper fucking plastered on there. It's just like, how did that pass? I'm glad I kind of just like watched my buddies managed to get a copy of this off the internet and put it on his like own like little streaming service that he sends out to us. And yeah, so we watched on that, thank God, because if I paid to watch this, holy, it'd be terrible, even though I'll probably buy it for my collection because I'm a completist and I have the other Jeepers Creepers films. But yeah, the CG is awful. I mean, awful. Like Sharknado CG is 1,000 times better than what's in this crap. Yeah, and the acting and stuff is mediocre at best. The kills were typical, and they try to do a twist where it's like a cult sort of thing, keeping the creeper around. I could have told you that right at the beginning because they show you them right in the beginning, and when they dress up like witches, I wonder what that could be. Like, can you make it any more fucking obvious? Like, this film spoon feeds you to the max. And yeah, so yeah, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, terrible. Is it as bad as Jeepers Creepers 3? Probably. I think this one might actually be worse. I have to go back and watch Jeepers Creepers 3 and tell you. But they're definitely pretty close together as being absolute terrible. I don't see a franchise after this, to be honest. Unless somehow they make tons of money off it, which I can't see that happening. Yeah, they really butchered this thing to death. And sadly, yeah, this entry is terrible. I did like the gore effects and I love the opening scene, so I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 5, but it's a really low 1 out of 5. Yeah, this is by far one of the worst movies that come out this year that I've seen. And a lot of the other stuff I rip on that's terrible is 100 times better than this junk, so stay away from it. That's the best I could do. What a disappointment. It had potential, totally tarnished it, ruined it, and nothing was scary about it. You can see everything come from a mile away. So, yeah. But if this sounds like something you really want to check out and you really want to see it because you love the Jeepers Creepers franchise, and you want to see it, there's a trailer link down below. It shows you like half the movie, but it's linked down below. And also, make sure you check out my Instagram that's linked down below. That's where I always put clips of films that I'm going to review in the future. 99% of the times are way better than this junk. Yeah, and I usually have the film title and the hashtag, the subject on the film and the hashtag so you're aware of it. Also, linked down below is my Letterbox at Derek P. Reviews, where I post my first star rating right after watching the film. So follow me on one of those two platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film, and also make sure people stay away from it. And yeah, but also if you have any films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can if I can find them. And also comment down below if you want me to do the other Jeepers Creepers films, because I absolutely love the first two, and the third one's a joke, but this might even be worse than that. So yeah. But if you want me to go back and review each one and give you my opinions on that, let me know in the comments down below. Also, make sure you subscribe, so if you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, because you probably didn't even know this came out, so. Or so you hear my opinions on popular films coming out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm going to go and actually watch some TV horror film that's probably 99% better than this crap, so I could erase this somewhat from my memory. So I'm going to check out a movie about Killer Crows, which just sounds 10,000 times better than what I watched. So it's called Caw. Hopefully it's better. We'll see. Ring that bell. Tune in for that one. And yeah, but for now, watch out for all those filmmakers ruining franchises out there. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.